Hi friends, welcome to my channel. In this video we can discuss about how to find the solution of a pair of linear equations from their graph. In the previous video we have discussed about how will be the graph of a pair of linear equations. That is, when we are representing the graph of a pair of linear equations, that is, a pair will have two linear equations. So each the graph of a linear equation is a straight line, so a pair of linear equations will have two straight lines in their graph, isn't it? So there are three possibilities in representing the graph of a pair of linear equations. That is, the two straight lines which representing each of the linear equations can be either intersecting at a point like this, or can be parallel to each other, or can be coinciding each other. These are the three possibilities in representing the graph of a pair of linear equations. Okay, so now we are going to find the solution of the pair of linear equations from their graph. In the first case, we are taking a pair of linear equations in two variables x and y, and when we are representing it in a graph, we got a graph like this. That is, we can see the two lines which each representing the linear equations are intersected at a single point, and this graph says that this pair of linear equations will have only one solution. How it will be? We know that each of the line is drawn by joining many points, isn't it? And we can see, in case of a single linear equation, all the points lying on the line which representing it is the solutions for this single linear equation. Okay, but in this case we have to find the solution for the pair of the linear equation, not for a single linear equation. We have to find the solution for the pair of the linear equation. That means the solution for the pair of the linear equation is the point which is common for both the lines. That is, we have seen here that the lines are intersecting at a single point, and this point is common for both the line which representing each of the linear equations. So we can see that this will be the solution for this pair of linear equation. Okay, that is why it says that this pair of linear equation will have only one solution. Okay, and a pair of linear equations which having a solution can be called as the consistent pair of equations. Okay, let's see the next case. We are taking a pair of linear equations, and we represented it in a graph, and we got a graph like this. In this we can see that the lines are parallel to each other. Okay, each line representing the linear equations, and each of the lines are parallel to each other. Okay, and this graph says that in this case the pair of the linear equations will have no solution or no common solution. That is, we already said that each of the line is represented by joining many points, and each of these points are the solutions for this single linear equations. Okay, but this case is to find the solution for the pair of linear equation, not for the single linear equations. We have to find the solution for the pair of the linear equation. So this case we can see that there is no common points which is intersecting. As the lines are not intersecting each other, there are no common points for both the lines. That means the equations have no common solution. Okay, and such pair of linear equations which have no common solutions can be called as inconsistent pair of equations. Okay, Now we can see the next case. we are taken a pair of linear equations and represented them in a graph, and we got a graph like this. That is, this case the lines are coinciding each other. That is, we can see that this line is lying on the other line which representing the other linear equation. So we can this kind of graph says that this kind of pair of linear equations will have infinitely many solutions. That is, we can see there will be many points lying on this line and also this line, and there will be many points in between them, that is, which are common to each of these two lines. Okay, thus they will have infinitely many solutions. That is, all the points which are common to both the lines will be the solutions for the pair of these linear equations. So in this case, this kind of pair of linear equations will have infinitely many solutions. Okay, that is, and this kind of pair of linear equations which having infinitely many solutions can be called as the dependent pair of equations. And this dependent pair of equations is also a consistent pair of equations. That is, a consistent pair of equation is the pair of equations which have a solution. In this case also, this pair of linear equations will have a solution, not only one solution but infinitely many solutions. So as they have a solution, this dependent pair of equations is also can be called as a consistent pair of equations, or this dependent pair of equations is said that they are always consistent pair of equations. Okay, hope you understood, and we can go in brief. That is, a pair of linear equations which has no solution is called an inconsistent pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay, and a pair of linear equations in two variables which has a solution is called a consistent pair of linear equations in two variables. And a pair of linear equations which are equivalent has infinitely many distinct common solutions. Such a pair is called a dependent pair of linear equations in two variables. And we have noted that a dependent pair of linear equations in two variables is always a consistent pair of linear equation. Okay, that is all about the solution of a pair of linear equations from their graph. Okay, we can discuss the examples relating to this topic in our next video. If you like this channel, please don't forget to subscribe the channel and share with your friends, and see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye.